Motor Week is made possible by Rock Auto and Tire Rack.
This gleaming tower is known as the American Center. We're now in Southfield, Michigan at the U.S. headquarters for the American Motors Corporation and its French partner Renault. AMC is best known for its Concorde, Spirit, and Eagle lines, along with the rough and ready Jeep. But as Renault plays a bigger part in AMC's future, the French way of doing things is slowly becoming more dominant. The biggest news in all of Detroit for 1983 is what happens when you take a fresh French design and have it built in, of all places, at the AMC assembly plant in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
The result is this car, the AMC Renault Alliance, the most uncluttered, efficient-looking design ever done by International Committee. Known as the R9 in France and this year's European Car of the Year, it's clear the design has made the crossing well. There's a lot more American know-how in this compact than just this small AMC badge. Originally, the Alliance was to be a single 4-portal model only, but the folks at AMC convinced Renault to let them build both a 2- and a 4-door version. In addition, the AMC people did a splendid job of making the often ugly federal safety bumpers a slick, integral part of the overall lines. Although powered by a Spartan 1.4-liter fuel-injected 4-cylinder, its 55 horsepower is well utilized with a fine shifting 5-speed overdrive manual or a 3-speed automatic. Those that have driven both the French and American versions all say that this one is better. Though, as you can see, it may take a lot more work to control all the dreaded French body roll. But the rest of the ride is much more sound with no wallow, little bounce, and no need for motion sickness pills. The interior features a Renault-like dash, complete with an oil level indicator that will take some getting used to since it only works when the engine is off. A much nicer treat are rocking chair bucket seats that pivot around a single point. They also provide back seaters with oodles of extra footroom. So our first impression of the AMC Renault Alliance is clearly très bon, and by all signs the marriage is going well. Meanwhile, the rest of the Renault line remains pretty much unchanged for 1983. The bread and butter 18i 4-door sedan and wagon gets some former options as standard, including a 5-speed manual transmission. A diesel 4-cylinder is also due sometime after the 1st of January. The diminutive Le Car, which added a 4-door model only 12 months ago, will receive a lower final gear ratio and new engine calibrations. That will make its good fuel economy rating even better. Lastly, the Fuego Sports Coupe, already a price leader in its class, with or without the turbocharged option, will be offered with a unique infrared keyless locking system. By pointing a small fob at the interior, doors will automatically lock or unlock. The option will also be available on the Alliance. As for AMC's own bread and butter, once again they'll offer the 4-door Concorde sedan and wagon, the 2-door Spirit liftback, and similar body styles in the 4-wheel drive Eagle lines. The 2-door Concorde Eagle sedans and Spirit Eagle Camelback have been discontinued for '83. The rear-drive Concorde has AMC's own 4.2-liter inline-6 as standard, and based on price, it provides more luxury appointments for the dollar than any other car sold in America. This sporty GT model will be added to the Spirit hatchback line for '83. It too will have the 6-cylinder power as standard and can be mated to a base 4-speed manual, a 3-speed automatic, or an excellent Borg-Warner 5-speed stick, one of the best 5-speeds you can buy. The Eagle 4-door and the SX4 liftback will still offer Pontiac's 2.5-liter Iron Duke 4-banger as standard. Both models have more standard equipment and, as before, offer the perfect answer to those who want urbanite 4-wheel drive. But if it's the real backwoods you crave, then the only real question is, which Jeep do you want? For 1983, Jeep continues its extensive line with the venerable CJ5 and CJ7 off-roadster. Or the new last year Scrambler mini truck. And coming next March is a new midsize Jeep, currently called the XJ. It's supposed to fill the huge gap between the CJ series and this Jeep, the venerable full-size Wagoneer. Once again, this four-door wagon will be offered alongside its two-door compatriot, the more sporty Jeep Cherokee. The Cherokee combines car-like interiors with the carrying capacity of a covered pickup. But if a pickup is what you'd prefer, then you can still get a Jeep truck in several versions, including this very macho Honcho model. For 83 all-automatic transmission Wagoneers, Cherokees, and Jeep trucks will benefit from a new full-time four-wheel, two-wheel drive transfer case called Select Track. It's similar to the Select Drive system currently used on Eagles, but it goes one step further by providing both a high and low four-wheel drive range. Once again proving that with a Jeep, you should never, ever have to stand still.